welcome back to my channel. Today we're making 3 super fun and easy Easter desserts, and I think the last one is my absolute favorite, so stick around till the end to find out what dessert that is. The first one we're making is Easter 7-layer bars, so I went ahead and put some graham crackers into my food processor, crushed those up, and then added a stick of melted butter and went ahead and processed that again to make the bottom of the layer bars. You can also just buy some graham cracker crumbs at the store, but I forgot to do that, so that's why I'm making it by hand. So this is what it should look like when you're ready to put it into the bottom of the pan. And I just started with a greased 9x13 baking dish. And I'm just going to put the graham cracker crumbs on the bottom and then just flatten them out the best that I can. And then, as always, all of these recipes will be linked in the description box below. Next, I'm adding some chocolate chips to the top. I have a mixture of dark chocolate mini chips and some milk chocolate regular chips. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some white chocolate chips. I just thought the white chocolate was more Eastery and springy, but I know for Christmas we always add butterscotch chips. So this is such a versatile recipe. That's why I love it. You can add butterscotch chips or peanut butter chips, whatever sounds good to you. And then we're going ahead and adding some sweetened coconut to the top. And then I just thought adding some Easter pastel M&Ms just added for such a cute pop of color. You'll see after it's baked, it kind of loses its color a little bit, but I just thought it was so fun. So I added those to the top. And then the very top layer is a can of sweetened condensed milk. Once you have a layer of the sweetened condensed milk over all of the ingredients, you'll go ahead and put it into a 350-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. The sweetened condensed milk is kind of going to act like a glue to hold everything together. And once it's all brown, the coconut is going to be toasted and the chocolate's a little melted, and then they're ready to serve. The next recipe we're making are Oreo pudding dirt cups with little peeps and some robin's eggs in the little dirt. So the first thing I'm doing is making the pudding. So you just prepare it per the package directions. So for mine, I needed 2 cups of milk and then the package of chocolate pudding. I loved this recipe too because you can really make it your own. If you want chocolate pudding, you can do that. You could also do vanilla pudding with some sort of food coloring, some green or some pink, just to make it a really fun Easter and spring dessert. Next, I'm filling the individual cups with the pudding mixture, and I tried to make them as even as possible, but it just didn't work. So the smallest one went to Tegan, and she thought that it was the best thing ever. So I went ahead and added that, and then the next step is up to you. You could put the peeps into the pudding and then put them into the fridge to set up. I went ahead and just put them in the fridge, let them set up for about a half hour, and then I added the peeps after they were set up. You do have to squish them a little bit because the pudding obviously is already gelled, but I just thought this would be a little better with the marshmallows. I wasn't sure how they would do in the fridge. So next, I already had some crushed up Oreos, and then I'm putting that on top of the pudding around the Peeps to look like dirt. You can also add some edible grass if you can find it at your store, or use some buttercream frosting and color it green and just put little strands of grass, but I didn't think it needed it, and I just thought this made it a little bit easier too. The next thing I'm adding are some robin's eggs, the little malted milk ball candies, and I just thought these would taste really good, and then add for a little pop of color in the bottom, and they were definitely a hit. Tegan loved them. They tasted delicious, and I just thought they would be so cute for an Easter table. Okay, so now we've made it to my absolute favorite dessert that I made. It is Cadbury Creme Egg Dip. So we are starting with a block of cream cheese that has been softened, and then a 1/4 cup of butter that's also been softened, and you're going to cream that together. Once that's been creamed together, you're going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract and start whipping that together as well. Next, we're adding 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, and then you're going to whip that all together. It's going to come together sort of like a buttercream frosting. So it should be all mixed together and smooth when it's finished. Next, we're adding the Cadbury Creme eggs. So you're going to add 10 eggs, and since I'm using the stand mixer, I just added the whole eggs, and I knew the mixer would break up the eggs into pieces for me. If you're using a hand mixer or a whisk, I would recommend crushing up the eggs before you put it into the mixture. But I thought it worked really well with the stand mixer mixing it in for me. So you can serve this dip with vanilla wafers or animal crackers, graham crackers, strawberries. So the ideas are endless to serve this dip. You could also use the caramel Cadbury cream eggs. I think that would be delicious. And then I just topped it with a cut in half egg for presentation. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this gave you some inspiration for your Easter desserts. Let me know in the comments which recipe you liked best. And if you need some Easter basket ideas, I'll link my video on what I'm putting in my toddler's Easter basket as well.